Good evening, viewers, and welcome to this edition of NTV Sports Page. It's Thursday, the 31st of January, and I'm Curtis Morton. In our headlines, Houses in close race for top honors at CPS after Infants Cross Country. And in our feature for this evening, Eden Howell, Demari Brandy, Tashara Kelly, and Trevon Dunrod star at GSS Cross Country event. We'll take this break, and I'll be right back.
Don't want nobody hold me back.
Trouble, trouble, trouble. Let me go. Everybody come. That one you go mad. We are gonna push forward. I want to hear everybody say ready, ready.
Well, I'm back, and we start with athletics. The Charlestown Primary School held its annual cross-country event for the infants on Wednesday, 30th January. As per usual, there was a fair gathering of excited spectators comprising of parents, siblings, and other family members who cheered the little ones along the route. The competition was great as the innocent-looking faces strived to outdo each other. The top placements were as follows. For the infant girls, Janaya McNeil, Red House; Shahidra Daniel, Green; Shani Flynn, Red; Tija Powell, Blue; Brianna Alexander, Green; Brianna Paul, Green; Kadeta Thomas, Red; Jamaica Bartlett, Red; Jezaria Gager, Green; Janigua Jeffers, Green. For the infant boys, N.E.J. Springett, Red; Tivano Ward, Blue; Cameron Forbes, Blue; Jakeem Liebert, Green; Kashim Taylor, Blue; Javil Forrester, Green; Keilano Clark, Green; Carlos Connor, Red; Jaden Clark, Red; and Alish Persad, Red. The point standings at CPS up to this point: Red House 567 points, and listen this, Blue House 563, just 4 points behind, and Green House 554. That's close. The older children will feature tomorrow, Friday, 1st February. Well, let's go now to the Charlestown Primary School, and thanks to the team at the Communications Unit, we pick up the action there.
And it's the kindergarten to grade 2, Charlestown Primary School cross country here on a Wednesday morning. And it's a pretty big bunch, and of course you hear the Colour House representatives cheering on accordingly. This Red House athlete, I presume, based on how Top has taken the lead. Very nice run by this young lady, steadily up the hill towards the finishing line. Definitely a first placer here. Very strong run by this young lady. But we see Greenhouse still being challenged by a Red House athlete to second place. And Red House coming in strong, finishing strong. Greenhouse will take the second place position. Red House coming up behind. So it's a red and green affair here today. And here we have the kindergarten to grade 2 boys. Still Charlestown Primary School, and of course we expect them to always leave their barracks in a haste. The momentum will drop eventually, but as it is right now, we are seeing some good sprinting from these young athletes. Pretty good race by this athlete here all the way. He just has one more hill to climb, but you see there's a Blue House athlete coming strongly behind, challenging for the first place, and this will be a race uphill. This will be a race uphill as you see that Blue House athlete bank the corner with plenty of speed, and he's challenging for the first place. The Blue House athlete is challenging for the first place. Not sure exactly where he got that energy and where he came from, but the Red House athlete has accelerated his pace. So it looks as though the Red House athlete will finish what he started.
We go to break, and when I come back, we'll have our feature for this evening.
Don't want nobody hold me back.
Trouble, trouble, trouble. Let me go. Everybody come. That one you go mad. We are gonna push forward. I want to hear everybody say ready, ready.
Well, I'm back, and tonight athletics remains in the spotlight. Tuesday, 29th January, saw the Gingerland Secondary School hosting its annual cross-country events. So serious was the Red House team that they contracted national triathlete James Weeks to conduct a series of motivational warm-up exercises prior to the start of the races. He even ran through on the course, encouraging the Red House athletes to continue. What was also noticeable was that work generally halted in the area as a huge crowd showed up, including teachers and students from the Charlestown Secondary School, and it was also quite obvious that a number of business places and government offices were missing members of staff. The senior boys and girls did their runs in the morning, and the juniors featured during the afternoon. All of the courses started at the school's gate and basically went through the areas in Rollins, even though the boys went further than the girls, and some exited at Old Manor, while others exited at Zetlands before heading back onto the main road back to the school. They returned to a noisy reception at the school's gate, and even the strugglers served to create excitement, as it was noted that no one was keen to be last in. The top placements were for the junior girls: Eden Howell, Anila Fifield, Najila Semple, Kenobria Sutton, Shalina Delashry, Devry Lewis, Advancia Merchant, Kezaria Sutton, and Devonique Liebert. For the junior boys, Demari Brandy, Jay Liebert, Yolano Smitten, Dakari Brown, Nicolan Liebert, Jamali Lawrence, Kamali France, Vernon Smithen, Timari Claxton, and DeAndre Maynard. And for the senior girls, Tishari Kelly, Shadiqua Carmichael, Alicia Kelly, Cheyenne Tyson, Shalonte Lawrence, Tikari Edwards, Najida Walters, Ethasia Samuel, Janessa Keynes, and Shakida Brown. For the senior boys, Trevon Dunrad, Leandre Huggins, Elkan Edwards, Kevon Hendrickson, Riddell Jeffers, Darian James, Rian Simon, Nazian Dorr, Tyree Jeffers, and Rian Solomon. Let's go now to some of the excitement right there at the Gingerland Secondary School. And they're off, and they're running. Strong start. Good start. They're going to swing up by the police station, Libby. So we have Free at the top, looking pretty strong. On to second. And she's chasing after the first. Oh, the zigzag thingy again. Libby he really doesn't like to see this. Yeah, and it's a strategy that some of them think work. It's coming up the hill now by hard times. And her friend, young Anila Fifield, is in second. Go, Libby. She's closing in on the vehicle once more. And blowing really hard, maybe needs some water. Her friend says, we are friends, but today we are kind of trick water friends because I want to win this race. But Anila says, well, I want to be close to you because there's a third placer now in the mix in Gold Top. And Eden pulling the hill nicely. It's all about strategizing how you're going to finish this race, when you're going to run, when you're going to walk, how fast you're going to walk. So here goes. Eden is here, getting some encouragement. She has stopped. They're telling her, let's go. Yeah, well, no time to tie shoestrings, says Eden. Getting all the encouragement she needs. The young lady telling her to go. Anila at the top of the hill. I told Libby it's going to be a horse race. If Anila could find some energy, but maybe the distance is too far now. Here's Eden. Her dad goes in a position where he could get a good shot as she goes up the hill. Where's Anila? Anila has done really well. Anila has done superbly. And rushing. Oh, she's been rushed by a third pacer. It's going to be a close one for a second. Longer legs and all. Eden goes across the finish line just about now. What a race. And there she goes. Well, we're about to have the start of race number 2. Well, not race number 2, but the second phase in the Gingerland Secondary School cross-country events. We're having the junior boys now. We completed the senior boys and senior girls this morning. Now it's the turn of the junior boys and should be getting on the way momentarily. So, we don't know who is the person who people would be thinking would be coming out first, but that doesn't normally work that way all the time. Sometimes the popular figure does not take the popular spot. They're on their marks and about to get going. They're off and running. So they're off and running, and we see a lead already. But that doesn't say much. It's early days yet, and they have 16 acres to tangle with. And a lot of folks can't make it up 16 acres, I could tell you that. And so, pretty good clip so far. But we have a Red House athlete pushing out nicely here. And as we make that turn by Brino's shop, we know that we have to hold on really carefully here. Number 40. We understand that is Super Chick's nephew. Now, Super Chick never ran a race, never won a race in his whole lifetime. So this is not anything related to Super Chick. The other athlete, number 143, is in view with 2 other athletes alongside, just behind him, still going up the hill. And you haven't started the real hill yet. Up 16 acres is where the real action will be. He stands up, catches his breath, somebody's closing in on him. He seems as if he's taking this thing really seriously too. And that's number 35. There's Grant. David. No Blue House athlete here. He doesn't seem excited. So all these are red probably. Grant is not happy. And trying to stay close to the pickup. That's the intention. Stay close to the pickup. Just don't touch it.
Just don't touch it. Yeah.
Just don't touch it. And he's going at a pretty good clip. So the other 2 athletes are behind, and he's getting some cheers right now, some encouragement. Still has a lead, and the lead is getting longer, which is critical. When the others top the hill eventually, they will have to do a lot of catching up. Grant just there, looking a little bemused. He's thinking about his blue. Make the turn here, going down the Old Manor Road. Get some water, finally. Still seems to be alert. Still seems to know what he's about. Has some extra load now, a bottle and a cup. Maybe should just get rid of those items. He's able to say hi to somebody in a car, and they're asking where are the others, giving him a round of applause and some encouragement as he comes through. Now they've awakened. They know who is the winner. They know it's a Red House, and so the noise has started. The noise has started. It's all about red. It's all about red. It's all about red. And there he goes. Well, they're off and running, and we're gonna see which one of these athletes will maintain. Well, we are having a problem because we have a little traffic jam at the top here. They're off and going. So they're pretty close to us. 3 of them at the top, looking pretty strong. 107, 5 and 53. So we're making a left turn here by the Gingerland police station. Just about now. Like we push out a bit, they're closing in on us, and they're right on top of us. But encouragement from parents on the side here. Number 142 making a nice move here. Now, this will be the real test when it starts to go uphill. And I think it's whoever makes it up towards the Willinata area first. And if they have a good lead, I could definitely say that they're going to take this race hands down. I wonder if Grant could make it up this hill. Grant looks serious, you know. Grant starts to walk too. Oh, she's holding on to Grant. Shouldn't be doing that. Well, she just touched him. Looking for a little support there. Grant says, no, you can't do that. But she's holding her knees, bending over, trying to really try and make a big effort at it. And they're still coming up the hill now. And we have a lot of guys on the side. They too are unofficial coaches giving some advice. Freeman, the gentleman, he has his cutlass. Maybe he says if you don't run any faster. But no, he wouldn't say that. Mommy's here, and I think she's going to run from here. Mommy used to be a top athlete, you know. And she's here to encourage her daughter. So she didn't start at the bottom. Somehow she knew that she would be coming up here first.
I love it. This is unfair, you know. She wait until the daughter reach up to the top of the hill. Now start to tell her one.
She was confident, though, that the daughter would reach up here first. She knows what she's doing. And I think she plans to take it all the way from here. Nadia is going to come back in at another point. She's right on top of us now. She has regained. Oh, there is Grant. Grant has appeared. Grant. Oh, I told you that Grant would appear. And so Grant is going to look for his blue. Oh, we understand that this is her first senior cross country. She would have dominated the juniors for her first few years. I think seniors started Farm 3, right? She comes along now. And the good thing about it is she hasn't walked on this stretch. So I think she has made up her mind, even though she's looking back. Oh, just as I said it. She knows it's not far from now. Here's Mommy, as I predicted, market shop. She says, let's go. Let's go. And Nadia now is going to look as if she ran all the way around. Because when you see her coming through, you'll think Nadia went all the way around. But folks, Nadia did not go all the way around. Nadia got a lift. That's why she looks so fresh and strong. And she comes in now, winner by a distance. To the cheers, the support of her teammates and her classmates. As she goes, Nadia says, up the road. She has done her job. Her tour of duty is complete. And she goes up the final few meters to the finish line. And she's going to walk it in. Nobody can catch her again. Maybe next year. Well, they're off and running. Here they come. It's the senior boys, folks. And we have another probably 40 or so athletes in this one. And one of them already going to the sidewalk. I don't know why he has decided to run on the sidewalk. Well, a couple of them have opted to run on the sidewalk. And they're not barefooted, so I don't understand. And then cut back in. That's a little style. And at the top, I think would be the more serious ones. One of them doing a little zigzag there, like he's doing a little fun thing. Maybe one of them jumping over the cone. I don't know why all these little style and idiosyncrasies. I mean, oh my goodness. So, well, I guess some are serious and some ain't. Well, number 120 looks serious. See, they're going to go all the way across by Brian's shop now. So he's moving along very nicely. He's from Rollins and would be hoping to go through 16 acres area, his familiar territory. Nice zigzag thingy, which Libby says this zigzag thing doesn't work. So you use a lot more energy going from left to right. Trevon has maintained that position very much. He's not worried about anybody else. He's just keeping that pace, staying steady. Rian at the top. Still staying in that lead, but he's been challenged, and now we're going to go up that 16 acres hard hill. Here he goes, coming through. So the encouragement, the bikemen are in this, but he's burnt out, starts to run again. Trevon looks back. He would have seen him just starting to run. He has established a goodish lead. He's a top athlete in terms of marathon, and he's bringing him in. The shouts go up, And so it's Keynes, who is a top athlete, leading the way, telling him how to finish. Trevon, he has done it. Cool, calm, and composed. And he goes up the hill for the final couple of meters. We have the second placer coming through, being encouraged by Roger Fifield. Here he comes, number 120. Good, strong finish. Good, strong finish that. He's been chased by the third placer, who gave him a good run, but just didn't close that gap. And he goes up now, number 3. Third placer, finishing the hill very strongly indeed. Nice, nice. That's our package for this evening. I am Curtis Morton, reminding you that you can watch sports if you are not fit. But to play sports requires fitness, diligence, and sacrifice. Have a good night.